So we got the mount as expected, but if you can see right there, there's whole nuts in there. It didn't come with any bolts, so we gotta go get the bolts. Another thing I kind of noticed playing around is it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like not square, and if I square it up there, then that pops up. So I'm not really sure how great this mount is going to be, but we're going to go get some bolts and try it. So let's go. All right, let's check this thing out. So we got the Starlink and have the mount right here. So let's try to throw this guy in there. Okay, seemed to work pretty well. Nice. Now our bolts. Fit in there. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and tighten these guys up. Good. Seemed to tighten her up around there, which is kind of all I wanted. And then the goal tomorrow is going to be to drill holes here and here, and maybe here and here and there, and then mount this on the roof of the camper. So it's roof of the camper, this is up against it. It's the elements. And that should work nicely. I got these bolts that were flat, and that, you guys see there, that kind of worked. Yeah, all in all, so far, pretty good mount. Wish it would have came with screws though. So next morning, we're gonna pop the top on the camper and then start mounting this guy, trying to figure out a good spot for it. So let's go get started. insulation kit on in here. And so I'm gonna have to cut a hole in it, but the goal is to mount the Starlink somewhere over here. That way the wiring can follow the wiring for the lights down the door. And then hopefully I can rip up the kind of track cover they have all the wiring going through, and it can just wire into the same spot. So that's the goal. First thing I need to do is pull the insulation down. Okay, so you can see that there are these brackets right here, and that's kind of what's preventing, it's kind of my first obstacle, because I want this to meet up, but you can see the bracket right there is stopping it. So I may just need to take an angle grinder to this edge a little bit and make it so it can sit in there flush, because if it's gonna sit in there flush, I actually think it's gonna fit in perfectly where I can mount here, 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 and here. So it's got 4 points of contact on there. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Let's get out the grinder. Okay, I think I'm pretty close. You can see I got it pretty well carved out. If I, so you can see this, if I put it up there and inch it towards where it is, you can see we're not hitting anything there. It's actually our bolt that's hitting. So we just need to countersink the bolt slightly more. Better. Much better. It's just about perfect. All right, so I got this thing test fitted up. Uses really small bolts to do it, but I think it's gonna fit perfectly. You can see I got one bolt in it there. I think I was gonna put a few bolts in it. I think I'm just gonna put one more right here and call it good. Yeah, I think I'll just roll with it maybe. This whole corner just needs to come out. Heck yeah. That is the final mount. Pretty sweet. We are online. It does make a little bit of a noise though. I don't know if you can hear that. That's kind of annoying. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll just leave it on, turn it off when I go to bed. So I'm a little worried about hot knifing through the carpet. It ended up working pretty well. It's a little charred, but I mean, a pretty clean cut all in all. Nothing ever goes quite right. There's always a little bit of hair on every deal, it seems like. But I'm not going for perfection, I'm just going for pretty good, because the goal of this is not to have the nicest camper in the world, it's just to have a functional camper that if something breaks at some point, I can just laugh it off and keep having fun.